The operation is subtraction, so we must have the same denominators. In this case, we don't, so let's come up with the least common denominator and rewrite each of these fractions as equivalent fractions, but with the same least common denominator. To find that least common denominator, let's factor that first denominator. I'll have a and a. Two factors of -6 whose sum is -1, that would be -3 and +2. Always make sure you check me by multiplying. And now look at these factors. What would be the least common denominator? It would be this denominator, a minus 3 times a plus 2. So I want to rewrite each fraction so that it has this denominator. Now obviously this fraction already has this denominator. Let's go ahead and look at this fraction or this rational expression. What would I multiply the denominator by so that this denominator looks like this denominator? I would multiply this denominator by a plus 2. I'll go ahead and do it right here. If I multiply the denominator by a plus 2, I must multiply the numerator by a plus 2. Now look what I've accomplished. The denominators are now the same. Now that they're the same, I have the right to say numerator 5a minus numerator 2 times a plus 2 all over a common denominator, a minus 3 times a plus 2. Now let's simplify in the numerator and let's see what we have. By the way, if you're thinking, can you divide out these two a plus 2's? In the denominator it's okay because these two are separated by multiplication. But in the numerator it is not okay. Although this is multiplication, it is eventually attached by subtraction, or however you want to think of it, addition or subtraction. So you cannot divide out this a plus 2. We will take a step and we will simplify. So in the numerator I have 5a. Now let's go ahead and multiply. Negative 2 times a, negative 2a I'll write as minus 2a, and then negative 2 times 2, negative 4 I'll write as minus 4, all over that denominator, a minus 3 times a plus 2. And then let's just go ahead and simplify by combining like terms. 5a minus 2a, that is 3a minus 4 all over that denominator, a minus 3 times a plus 2. Now, can I simplify? There's no common factors here, nothing that can be factored. So this factor is different from this one or this one. This is then in simplest form.